Hi everyone, this is Driftwood speaking, and no, you're not dreaming. We're not back in time. We're not back in September 21. I wanted to tell you a bit about Baldo the Garden Owls because it's been a year and a half since the game came out, and actually the launch was difficult, was a bit rough for the developers and for players too. The game was a bit rough around the edges. It came out on all consoles and PC at the time, which I think was actually was it was ambitious to do that for such a small team. I remind you that the game was only developed by two developers, and then you have to add the composer. But the two main developers composing Napstein, it's only two guys from Italy, and they're really nice people, by the way. So I thought it'd be probably nice to let you know that the game has improved a lot since it came out. They've been listening to the community a lot. They've been trying to make it a better game, to make it less unforgiving, more accessible, to give people options to make it more accessible. The saving system, for example, is now a lot easier than in the past, as the game saves in each room you enter now, which makes it probably easier for a lot of people, because when you leave the game, when you quit, when you want to stop playing, you can go back to your adventure and you haven't lost any progress. There's also things like the stamina wheel. There's a stamina system, like an energy system, where you can run. In the original, in the game when it was released, you can run for a long time. And since it's a game about exploration, it was a bit frustrating. So now you can run longer, and it's not like never ending, obviously, but I think it makes it actually more enjoyable to explore the world, especially because it's they're using fixed camera angles, so you don't really see where you're going, and so I remember I used like signs, so I could know where I was supposed to go and if I was going in the right direction. So they also the maps were not really good at the time, so they've improved the maps too, and the map system, if you want. Which means that now, even in the overworld, you can see the streets and paths and different roads you can take. The name of places also, even the main non-playable characters are indicated. So they've really made it more accessible, because a lot of people thought the game would be very chill, and it was actually a game that was very challenging. Exploration was challenging, figuring out what to do, where to go. The dungeons were difficult. Combat was, if you ask me, a bit too unforgiving, as you could die a lot. It's also been improved, so it's much easier to face the enemies. When you fall, you don't fall to your death immediately also, which was also a bit frustrating, I have to say. I made a video at the time where I tried to explain what the game was doing right, what it was not doing right enough, and what it could improve. And I think they've done an amazing job at trying to propose the game that most people will want to play. And since it's been rather quiet, I mean, I know Resident Evil 4, the remake, is on its way, but it's not like we get many games. But I think it's also a good time to maybe catch up on the games we gave up on, because we all have a huge backlog of games, and maybe you bought the game and you played a few hours and then you never came back to it, and maybe now is a good time for several reasons, actually. One reason is there's an assisted mode here that you can activate on and off anytime you want, to have more guidance and help you navigate maybe more easily in the world. But you also, let me change the VSync to 60, as I'm playing on PlayStation 5. It's probably on backward compatibility. I don't think it's a PS5 app, but game now runs at 60. It was something that a lot of people complain about. Even in the PC version, there was a workaround at launch to play it at 60, but it was only locked at 30, which, well, didn't really make sense. So they listened to the players, so now everyone can switch between 30 to 60 depending on what they like. And it works very well at 60 on PlayStation 5. I played a few hours yesterday. I put a lot of time in the PC version at the time, played more than 50 hours, I think. Didn't fully complete the main campaign for some, well, because of basically lack of time because of Gamerside, and I came back to complete it. I probably should, because the game runs very, very well on Steam Deck now, so it probably is for me also the right moment to come back to the main game. But the main game is not the only thing you get when you buy the game today, or even if you bought the game at the time. You may not know about it, but there are actually, so what we're going to do is there are actually two new adventures to play, which are prequels to the Guardian Owls, which is the main story. So they released the 3 Fairies probably a bit more than a year ago. No, probably not a bit more, maybe a year ago, maybe a bit less. And they just released the Elemental Temples, which add 4 dungeons, I think. I don't know if it's they're all necessary dungeons you have to complete in order to finish the this new DLC. But it's 4 new dungeons, so more puzzles, because the community has been asking for that. And it's sort of old school Zelda style game. It's just that it's a bit more accessible than when it came out. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to delete this, yes, and to start the 3 Fairies, this, so you can see what it looks what it looks like if you forgot, and then I'll try to remember everything, because they've changed many things in the game, and obviously the assisted mode is one of them. And when you activate it, you can it makes the game a lot easier. I was told by Fabio, who's the I would say the artist behind the game, that playing the 3 Fairies with the assisted mode is a bit of a shame unless you're you play with a child, or one of your children play it. But it's more satisfying if you play without the assisted mode. But I guess the assisted mode was meant to help people with the Guardian Owls, as it was sometimes quite challenging to figure out the dungeons. The clues were so well hidden. I remember the prison. Can't remember its name, but the prison, the clue to the final puzzle was in the very first room, but it was on the wall, and it didn't look like a clue. It simply looked like, okay, it's just it's just the scenery. So I had to ask at the time. I had to ask Fabio to help me out, and actually even made a video to help people out, because I thought it was probably lacking guidance in this specific spot. But yeah, they've listened to people, and I think it's a good thing. So you can see that you have tutorial hints here that disappear when you actually use when you do what they tell you to do. So there's money inside here. Really enjoy the soundtrack. Well, you're going to find the same soundtrack, I think, on the course of the 3 adventures of the 3 Fairies, the Elemental Temples, and the Garden Owls. I don't know if they've added any new tracks for the DLC. Not too sure. I wouldn't bet on it. And if you're wondering, the DLC that came out, the 2 new adventures, I mean, they're completely free of charge if you bought the game initially. So it's obviously a great thing. And if you've never bought Baldo, it must be around $24. I think there's a sale on Steam at the moment, but not too sure. I don't know about the console versions. Didn't check the eShop on Nintendo Switch. And like I said before, it runs perfectly on Steam Deck, even on Switch. Not sure Switch has a 60 FPS mode, but Didn't have time to check. So every time, you know, when you discover the game, and in every DLC it's the same in the main story also, is they guide you through the menu system, which I think still looks a bit, you know, unfinished in a way. I mean, the I don't know, the design to me, and it's workable, no problem with that. And it's again, you get more guidance, and you can actually check the map. And it's much more detailed than before, like I said in the introduction. But I still think like it's, you know, the way it's designed, the way it looks, it's yeah, it could still be improved. But that's a minor thing. So here you can see that the minimap indicates that I have to go back inside to talk to my aunt. Is she? Yeah, and get the key. So you have items, obviously. I'll try maybe to also show you the beginning of the second DLC. And there's my friend here. So no voiceover, still no voiceover, but sometimes the characters, they make like noises, like you can hear their voices, but they're not actually speaking words. Like, I don't know, like, how do you call that? Like mood voiceover. So where am I supposed to go? Oh, that's here. No, it's this way. Probably not inside. Oh yes, it is. So still have no sword here. Beginning of second DLC, you get your sword very quickly because it's well, it probably is not the direct sequel, but it takes place just after the 3 Fairies. Although, to be frank, if I remember correctly, the Garden Owls, you start the game and you have no sword. Although you get a sword in the 2 prequels, obviously. The money in the bag. I need a key. Can I push this? Yes. Walking through water is a bit quicker than before too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, you're slower than you when you're on the ground, obviously. But okay, still money. I'd like a key. Probably supposed to get a key somewhere. Is it? No, it's not. I played this on Steam Deck actually, but just a few minutes, and it's been a month, I would say. So I don't remember exactly what I'm supposed to do. Probably not where I'm supposed to go, by the way, because it's not. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to find a way to. Because you can also pick up this and throw them onto the rats. But the rats are not there, so I don't have the right key. So what have I missed? Maybe this is when I should activate the assisted mode just to see. Does it work, by the way? Well, how does it work? Doesn't give me much more information for now. Okay, there's the lost sword. Yeah, I'm looking for my sword, obviously. Ancient sword is hidden in the lake. Oh, only to reveal itself to whoever can prove their bravery. They need help at the pumpkin patch. The farmer might have some ideas about it. Okay. That's why I'm actually asked to go maybe a little bit further. So this system was probably giving me hints. This is what I didn't have before. And you can run for a much longer time. Just, well, compare the original videos. I made a few, so probably are going to, yeah, that's the guy. So what am I going to do? This strange plant grew this morning. Can't find a way to uproot it. So I'm so worried about my crops. My son's there now. He's trying to work out how to pull these metalstone roots. Metalstone, sorry, roots. I'd be extremely grateful to anybody who was able to get rid of them. But it's too dangerous to go into the field, so I closed the main entrance. So you're not really helping me, are you? You're not giving me any information as to, well, yes, maybe the sword is inside, but so I'm guessing that I'm still supposed to do something here and find the key. But the key, the sword's supposed to be in the lake, so am I supposed to do that? I remember I did it on Steam Deck. Yeah, finding money. But that's pretty much it. And there's no hidden passage here, is there? I can't roll. I'm in water. Okay. So clearly I need to find the key. Where is it? Do you think it's maybe it's in one of the vases? Can't remember. No. Doesn't seem like it. Because the vases do not respond, so they're not. Maybe there's another place I haven't checked. So let me explore a little bit. So no, I don't think no. I think this is the Lost Sword is a quest, so it's not guiding me more than okay. Maybe this way. Could have shown you at the beginning of the main game, as I probably still remember. Oh, okay, there's a shortcut here. And this, yeah, can be pushed. So let's hope it's where I'm supposed to go. And it's not another dead end. I have no way to light the torches. I'm taking this pot because I don't know if there are enemies. It might come in handy. No, that's a dead end. Am I supposed to be here so soon? Probably not. Hopefully I am. Oh no, I'm not, because I need the lamp, I think. Shoot. And here it oh no, actually it was not a dead end. Oh yeah, also lost time for nothing. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to go for the left, but just checking the. Oh yeah, so there's a shortcut here. But we're going to follow the blue dot. And there's the sun. Indeed. The pumpkin is stuck in the roots here. So annoying. The pumpkin patch is infested by that terrible carnivorous plant. Got an idea, but I don't know if it'll work. I want to throw pumpkins at it, so okay. Throwing things at yeah, monstrous plants. Why not? I really like the combat music. It's been the same. It's the same as in the main game, but enjoy it. Sort of has a like a Pirate of the Caribbean sort of vibe to it. Where can I pick up? Because I don't think I can go past. Yeah. Nice. So obviously the second DLC is much easier because you start with the sword. So okay, here. Oh yeah. So inventory. I can get my health back, and then you can use the circle button to equip and then eat. Oh yeah, here. Probably move. Probably move also a little faster with when carrying objects. Okay, not sure. I can. Yeah, obviously I can't. This is what it's like to be too cautious. It's not gonna go well, is it? See, I told you. So yeah, still can be a little frustrating before you get the sword. But really, I'm going to show you the beginning of the second DLC. But I'm going to see, because the thing is, how do you expect me to? No, no way. Probably not doing this right. Maybe this is not where I'm supposed to go. Maybe there's a workaround. I don't know. Do you think I can throw it from here? Maybe. Oh yeah. And I died. Okay, so my bad. But as you see, saving system is a lot more forgiving than in the past. Just that you can skip, thankfully, the cutscenes, so you don't lose too much time. So let's do it quickly. Let's be quick. Oh, by the way, we can actually roll. I forgot about that. Can I kill it or not? Yes. So I'm going to get that vegetable or pear. That's not vegetable, it's fruit. So yes. There you go. So yes. So yes, I don't know if I actually finished my sentence, but it has a sort of a Pirate of the Caribbean vibe. The soundtrack, the music, the combat music. But I do like to get to the sword, but maybe the best thing would be to. Not sure if you, in the original game, maybe you needed like to throw 2 things to kill plants like this. Be a nice improvement if it was the case indeed. Can't remember for sure. It's been a year and a half, a bit less. As like I said, I spent many hours into the main game, so I probably played it for a few weeks, a month. So where was that last plant I saw? No. Oh yeah. Oh, that's why we needed to go in the pond. Is it a lake? I don't think it's a lake. So I don't think there are any pumpkins on the other side. So I'm guessing I need to. But can I throw it from? Yeah, too far. I'm being extra cautious right now. There you go. And there should be a sword here. Yes, a chest, or maybe not a sword. Maybe a key. So let's go back to. Can you open the door now? No, the gate. Okay, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to go back to the house, which shouldn't take too long, and then maybe I'll stop playing this and we'll show you the beginning of the second DLC that just came out, and you'll see a bit of like puzzles, maybe a bit of sword gameplay too, and you see that it's much more flexible, easier than before, and yeah, I think it's good. And also I think they've added some sort of an invincible frame to the dodge mechanic, which was not the case, I think, originally, unless I'm mistaken, in which case I hope they forgive me if they ever watch this. So the lost sword. Good timing to actually go back to the main title and to start the second. No, we don't need to change and save anything because I'm going to start over and delete these. Okay, so start a new game, and the elemental temples. So you can see the beginning. Also, this music, the beginning of the music, I don't know, it brings me back to that Smurf cartoon that was on television in the 80s. I don't know, I feel like Gargamel is going to pop out and chase me through the forest somehow. So I think it's my grandfather, if I remember what I played yesterday. So it talks about 4 ancient temples around these parts, and they're looking for the lost galleon. So in the next morning, so you still have the tutorial messages, but my grandfather is missing now. And then this guy. So what I said about the voiceover work they added, maybe. Like you can hear, like, hey, hey. It's pretty much all they say. So, my sword, yes. And this is a potion. So, using the sword, again, a bit odd to me still. But you get the hang of it. Is you press the cross button or A button on Xbox and PC. It's probably B on Switch. Not too sure. And then roll is the square button, so the X button on Xbox and whatever it is on Nintendo Switch. So let me check the where is it? Oh yeah. So I can't remember. I know that you can sell this. Not sure if you have to, if you can use it for crafting. I can't remember what you could do in the main game. Very dangerous. Grows almost everywhere across the land. There's a quick, explain the possibility to quickly equip what you need. You can see that it's, again, I have felt I've played this the beginning, and sure enough, you have to find your way. You have to understand, figure out where to go, especially in the dungeons. But I haven't felt the frustration that I did feel at the time. I remember feeling frustrated by combat, feeling that it was too. I died way too often for stupid reasons, at least, from my perspective. And it hasn't, even like the bigger enemies like this, you just, basically it's become probably too easy, I would say, maybe. I think there's one, I can't remember where it is. It's later, probably won't be able to show it, but there's an optional enemy to get an extra heart. In a cave, and it's really big, but it's really not difficult, which I think is good, because that's one of the main complaints people had, and you still have to find your way through the world, understand where you are supposed to go. Let's collect as many items as I can, but the guy is over there. And I think what happens is when you I think there's movement. You can see that I move forward when I use the sword, and it was not the case. Baldo was standing still in the past, so which made combat a bit trickier, I would say. Oh well, I missed this one. So this guy is telling me my grandpa is went through the waterfall, which is where I'm headed next. And I have a new key, and I have also a new quest. So don't let you fall down here. It doesn't seem like it's very high, but you wouldn't die, but you lose at least one heart, which I think that probably could have been, you know, I think Baldo could fall from a certain height, and it would be okay if nothing happened. If it was just, you know, it would allow us to gain time. But again, it's just me. So here, for example, well, it's actually pretty high up if you consider Baldo's size, but height. But well. So waterfall. Need to go back. Need to go back where? Yeah. I don't have a shovel yet, but I'm going to find one soon, so. Really enjoy the music again. Almost has a Star Wars feel to it now. To try to give you more information about this new adventure and the 3 fairies. If I can. And also, again, unless I'm mistaken, but I remember that there were way fewer tutorial messages, you know, helping you navigate through the menu and giving you information again, and that's good, because when you discover a game, it's not that easy to figure out what you're supposed to do first, and so some people did enjoy that sort of freedom they were given to understand what they were supposed to do, but some people also felt very frustrated not being able to. Oh, I should probably focus here, as there's oh yeah, why am I not surprised? Ouch. Ooh, I could die. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so that went okay. I wouldn't say it went very well, but let's so yeah, no, that's this way, so there you go. So now to open this door, I need to understand what to do. So that's one of the puzzles. That is not too difficult to understand, but still, so you have, and you understand very quickly that if you destroy them, they're going to respawn, so they're important. And here, if you haven't played the main game, if you start with the 3 fairies, which you would probably start with the 3 fairies if you've never played the game before, you can actually use the pots to touch the eyes there, and then if you do it quick enough, which of course I haven't, and I'm not going to be able to do it, you're going to be able to unlock the door. Oh my gosh, and to think I did it at my first try yesterday. That's a bit disappointing. No, still. Timing is tight. No. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. No, it's too far. Okay, so what am I supposed to... No! You gotta be shitting me. Come on, I did it yesterday. It worked fine. I can't just grab it in the proper timing for some reason. I don't know why. No. Have I? Oh yeah, probably should. I don't know why yesterday went very smooth for the first time, but yeah. I would have given it just a little more time, Fabio, if you're listening. Or maybe I'm just a terrible player. It doesn't feel like you can throw the pot from a very long distance to hit the eyeball, so that's why I thought that it was preferable to get closer. So I found a hammer, like a big one. Yeah, okay. So what was I supposed to do again? There's something here that I can't decipher. Quick weapon selection. Oh no, yeah, there's light here. Something to it. And a chest. And that's the scroll. Yeah, I know. So I'll skip this. This is my grandfather stuck on the other side of the door. And this is Temple of Light. So the 4 temples. Temple of Wind. Temple of Fire. And Temple of Water. And now I can go back. Oh, there's this little dude too. It's true. So he's warning me that, you know, should be very careful with what I find in the temples. And that's an ominous sight. And here we're going to be able to use the hammer to leave this place. There you go. And I have the shovel and the sword. I can do a little exploration before I move on to my first objective. So here, so I've been told about the elemental temples, and so there are 4 temples to explore and visit. And there's the merchant. So what we're gonna do? Sorry, sorry. Yes. So I'm going to sell this and this, and I'm going to buy this, and probably also, yeah, health potions. Maybe this too. Oh no, I can't. So let's continue. I think there is, isn't there? No. Oh, so this I can break now. So I can push this and use the air gust here to, oh. And don't hesitate to hit them when they're on the ground, because, you know, you have to do what it takes to take them down. Yeah, there's the pass over there. So shields can be destroyed, so don't use them unless, well, that was reckless and stupid. Maybe I can find the... I don't know if I can find that cave I was talking about where there's an extra heart to get. Don't want to play for too long. Ooh, didn't see that. But I mean, I think they take more time to react to your presence, which makes the game a lot easier than in the past. I'm pretty sure some people are going to complain that it's too easy now, but... Oops. Oh, you missed... It actually missed me. That's not very convenient, is it? Still managed to do it. Okay. No, that was lame. Usually, I mean, if you get very close to it and you hit right away, you're not in danger because you're quicker than they are. So let's maybe, I don't know, I think this should be enough. Yeah. See, you get close to it, you hit, and you're fine. And I'm not sure it works on all enemies, but... Oh yeah. To go back. Oh. Sorry for animal lovers, I'm just going to get a rabbit. This is a dead end. Yeah. Let's go back to open the gate here. There you go. It's not that the scenery gets a little bit in the way. Oh, come on. Yeah. I don't think it's the cave I was talking about. It's a cave indeed, but... they throw things or they spit things at me, so... No, they throw things at me. AI! Okay, oh yeah. Well, that's actually a tough one. Not the one I had in mind. I'd forgotten about him. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready. I have my sword though. My shield, I mean. I have my sword too, but... Let's be cautious, as I think he... Okay, you don't wanna... Yeah, sure. Come on, Croc. Show me your butt. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. That was reckless. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to... Thankfully he's not coming at me. Ouch. That was not very good. Okay, 3 enough. Don't be greedy, right? It's no Dark Souls, but... And there's no stamina engaged when you roll, so... Just roll. Roll your way through. Okay, so that went better than yesterday, where I was probably more careless, I would say. Crocodile. Okay. Where's the light? Oh! Yeah, sure. Sure, they're bats. Must be another one, right? I can't see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's another one. They need to kill all of them, but need to light the 2 torches to get the potion. And maybe dig something? Yeah. Yeah, so that's the area where you need to activate a few switches, and then there's that cave I was telling you about with that big monster that was not difficult to beat. Just took a little bit of a time. But I think that I've shown more than enough. I'm not going to show you the main game again, as you know, again, I've made videos at the time. So no, I don't need to save, as I have my own game. So basically, to summarize what I said, the three DLCs you get are the 3 fairies and the elemental temples. I think the 3 fairies, it's about 7 hours of gameplay that you add to the main game, but you play separately. So it's a different save, also save slots you use, and the elemental temples is more focused on dungeons, exploration, and puzzles. I'm not sure how long it takes, but in a way it's a bit like having 3 games in one now. So if you bought the game when it came out, and you've given up on the game, I mean, you get the 2 DLCs for free anyway if you buy it now for around 24 euros or dollars. Again, I didn't check. Then you get 3 adventures and well, a pretty good amount of time. You can enjoy the game if you enjoy the game world, and if you enjoy the new additions, what has made the game much more accessible. And I remember reading that one of the inspirations for Baldo was Monkey Island and not just Zelda, because they wanted Baldo to be a puzzle adventure game where the player had to look around for clues, and not everything was given to him very easily. So which is why probably a lot of players, because they did not expect that. Tunic had not been released at the time. Not saying it plays like Tunic or it is like Tunic, but I mean that because it looks so cute, maybe people expected something different. And I think it's a game that is worth your while. That has been improved a lot since it came out. So no matter what you read about it back then. Again, it's been a year and a half, so maybe you can check it out again. Read maybe the latest reviews on Steam if you're not sure, as I'm pretty sure not a lot of people, reviewers on the internet, will talk about Baldo, even though there's a new DLC that came out. And also maybe check out what the community. I mean, there's always a faithful community, not in every game, but and sometimes you may have the impression that they're not objective, but I've always tried to be objective when talking about Baldo. I warned you about the problems it had when it came out. I believe now it's a much more accessible and a much more enjoyable game, but I did spend more than 50 hours in the main original game back when it came out, and had a really, really great time figuring out where to go, finding my way through the world. And yeah, sure, in many ways it was a bit old-fashioned, but I think it worked well. And the fact that now we get more guidance, we can even have this assisted mode that can help us navigate even more easily. I think it's it's not a very expensive game. It's a game that was made with passion, you can tell, and well, if you enjoyed what you've seen, maybe you can check it out and let me know what you thought. So thanks, that's all for today. It was Driftwood from Gamerside speaking about Baldo the Garden Elves and its 2 DLCs, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye for now.